I'm pissed off. So I'm gonna like rant at you for a second, okay? I don't even know where to begin with this chat. So basically, guys, all companies make mistakes. It isn't an issue whether you experience some sort of mistake while using a company. It's how that company responds to when a mistake is made. Because if you avoided any company that ever made a mistake, you couldn't interact with any company. You couldn't interact with any people. You couldn't interact with anything because mistakes have to happen. Especially as companies get larger and larger, there's always going to be things that fall through the cracks. And so I ordered food from Menulog at 11 a.m. And it said, gonna arrive at 11:30. I'm like, okay, all good. And so 11:30 comes around and I check my phone and it says it's already been delivered. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. So I go outside, I check and see if it's been delivered and it has not. And so I'm like, oh, that's weird. So I contact on the phone and try to get this sorted out. Now, how this interaction should have gone is I should have contacted them and they would have said, okay, so this is your most recent order. Is this what you're talking, we want to know something about? And I'm like, yes. And then they should say, well, you say it hasn't been delivered. Our system says it has been delivered. There's likely some issue that's been caused. We'll offer you a refund. Do you want to reorder? Right? The only time this shouldn't be the interaction done over the course of maybe 5 minutes is if your account is new, you have frequent refunds occurring, or there's some major irregularity with your order or something. Beyond this should take a grand total of 5 minutes because the overwhelming majority of orders aren't going to go wrong. And the percentage that do go wrong, you don't want to have people on the phone for like an hour or something because they're just going to get more and more pissed off because the food still has to be re-delivered, right? So you want to get them in and out as fast as possible, especially if you want to get their original food to them because any additional minutes, their food's going to get worse and worse. And so this purchase should have taken 5 minutes. It took me almost an hour on contacting with Menulog before they could resolve my issue, which was just the food wasn't delivered. An hour. That is insane. But it gets even worse. So let's actually describe what happened. So I contact them and they say, oh, so what order are you talking about? What's the order number? I'm like, you don't know the order number? Do you not have that information just immediately to go when a person contacts you on support? Like, oh no. Like, oh, well, okay, this is the order number. He goes, all right, and 5 minutes later. So what's the address? And it's like, you don't have my address? Okay, yeah, this is my address. Okay, I'm gonna have to like contact a support person who's above me to look into this. I'm like, a person above you, just call the driver. Like, oh, we can't do that. I mean, well, you can't call the driver. The person who's delivering the thing, you can't call them. No. So just give me 3 to 5 minutes, and I'll contact someone and they can do it for me. 3 to 5 minutes rolls around. Oh, I can't get someone. Another 3 to 5 minutes. I'm like, okay. Finally get to someone else, and they go, so we contact that driver, and they say they delivered the order. I'm like, yeah, I know they say that. It says it on the app. Oh. Well, I'm gonna have to put this on to another person just to get this sorted out for you. Just give me another 3 to 5 minutes. Are you crazy? And so it goes on, and then it's now being like 45 minutes, like just waiting. Gets the other person, they're like, oh, well, according to the GPS, like they did go to the area, so, and they did say it was delivered, so. You want store credit, or? I'm like, just give me my money back. But where's my food? Tell me who this guy is. Let me talk to them. We can explain. We can figure out where the food went. They're like, oh no, you can't do that. So I'll just give you your money back and goodbye. And they hang up on me. Like, well, they end the chat. I'm like, but it gets even funnier because an hour and a half later, after the food was meant to be delivered, they messaged me in an email. They're like, oh. So we looked at the GPS and they like drove past your street and they seemed to deliver it to another house. And I say in the email like, but this is information you've had the entire time. If you have readouts of where your drivers go, why is the support person you talk to not having that information? In a nanosecond, this person should have gone, okay, so we've looked at where the driver went. Oh, they've just gone down the street. You want to talk to your neighbor, or do you like? Do you want us to re-deliver it? Or this could all be done in 5 minutes. It took me an hour and a half. Like 4 different levels of support staff to just look at the GPS data. First level support person seems to be able to do literally nothing. Can't contact the driver, can't give refunds. And after all this trial and tribulation, the only thing they could offer me is a fucking refund. Insane. As I say, all companies make mistakes. But a shitty support system is a failure of a company. It is not the mistake that's the problem, it's the response to the mistake. An infant could devise a better system to remedy such problems. I outline one. It should take 5 minutes. If the overwhelming majority of interactions that you're going to have with your consumer base are going to be ones that are on the level, you should not be dragging your customers who have been fucked by your drivers through an hour-long fucking process. You shouldn't be denying your support staff information that can help them solve problems. But this is Menulog, apparently. Amazingly incompetent. On levels I could not fathom. Like, I've been using them for ages. I have a long account, potentially thousands of dollars of orders, and this is how I'm treated. Insane. But my situation gets worse. But the next part is at least is because of my incompetence. I was so pissed and so in a hurry that I'm like, look, I'm just gonna order myself a fucking pizza. I'm goddamn starving. And so I go to Domino's, order myself my pizza. It gets delivered and I open it and I'm like, oh, fuck. I've ordered a mega meat lovers pizza instead of a barbecue meat lovers pizza. Ordered meat lovers, just the wrong one. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't what I wanted or what I expected. And so ultimately, I've waited maybe 2 hours to finally get food. And it was food that I didn't even want. And so I've eaten it now. I'm cranky. I feel like shit. And so now I'm here. But fuck Menulog. Uninstall that app. I'm trying some new app. I'm gonna try fucking every other company in existence before I go back to that fucking shithole. No company with a support system that terrible deserves anyone's money. That level of disrespect and disregard for their customers. They shouldn't be in business. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. It costs you nothing and I wish you all the best.